So we've got the carburetor rebuilt. If y'all watched the last video, we did that. What I haven't done is tighten the bowl up yet, and I have not replaced the gaskets on it, but they look like they're in pretty good shape. I guess I'll go ahead and pull those off real quick. We've got new ones. It's the intake gasket. I'll pull those off real quick, and I'll clean that up. Yeah, they were pretty bad. So we'll clean that up real quick. Let me look at a glove covering this up. And there's no gasket material left on there. So that's good. And then the other side of it is here. And there's no gasket material on there. So give me a minute. I'm going to clean that up. Alright, gasket surface is cleaned up. We are ready to install. I've got new gaskets to go on. And figuring out which one goes where. That one obviously goes there. And which way it faces. So it goes just like that. Fuel inlet was on this side, so that's going to go towards there. We've got linkage to go to the choke, and linkage that goes to, let's see, I'm going to say that goes like that. Looks about right. Or does it go the opposite way and go like that? No, I think we had it right the first time. It's going to go like that. Yep. And that goes like that. And then we've got our intake, which is right here, which goes on here. I don't know what that pipe is, but that doesn't go anywhere. So I guess it's not being used. And I guess it goes down. The gasket, we've got our accelerator right there. Before we get carried away, we need to see which way we want this to face. That looks good right there. Let that hang. Let me get my 10mm. The bowl, I didn't tighten the bowl down, so that's what I was looking. I was looking to see where the bowl needed to line up. And it looks good right there. I made an assumption that that's where it was. Okay. That is on. It's got this contraption that goes here. We've got to kind of get all this together at once because it goes together all at once. I wish I had some stuff to make the gaskets stick. I guess we can, let's see, we go there, there, and then the next thing that will go will be the intake piece, which I set somewhere. Let's move this out of the way. Let's set it over here. So then this will go on, facing down. So we'll start that through there, start it through here. Then we've got our gaskets, which will go like that. It's got little tabs it sits in. And then after that, we've got our carburetor. See, there's a lot to go on here. Uh-oh, we lost our gasket. Let's just get this started. Get the gasket started on. Start that. Put it here. Yeah, I definitely should have tacked these gaskets in place, but I don't have anything to do that out here. That would have been helpful, but I think we can get it. Slide it up into place. The other end should be easier. And that one's in. And that one's in. So those are ready to go on there. And we lost our choke linkage. Put us back on. And where did I put the other gasket? Did it fall? It did. So then that goes there, and we shove this all together, and hopefully I'm not blocking your view. Shove it all together just like this. And of course we've lost our choke linkage again. It pops right back in. That probably needs to be tweaked just a little bit. It's trying to fall out. And he said he had it backwards, so we need to go all the way that way. That's unchoked. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a tweak to it. It's probably been removed quite a few times. And can we get to the carburetor adjustment? We can, and it's just estimated, so it's probably going to be off. These go together like this. You know, still in frame, pretty much. Of course, I can't get my ratchet wrench on there because the head's too big. Just tighten these up. Second. All right. Do our final tightening here. And how about this? But I'm going to leave this off for a moment because that's going to make it hard to get in here to adjust the mixture screw. Now this thing did have kind of one of those tamper-proof mixture screws. The kit came with another one. You're still going to have to use pliers to adjust it, but I went ahead and used the new one. So I think we are mostly ready. Put this intake back on, and we need to put our fuel line back on, but I'm going to go ahead and hook up the boat tank, and we're gonna let the fuel pump run for a few seconds to get rid of some of that nasty gas. And let's see if we can find a good hose clamp to use on this. We'll use, I think I got a good one here. We'll use this one over here. Hooking our line up to our fuel pump. Like I said, we're going to run this for a minute and flush out anything that's in that line. Just tightening the clamp here. I've got a better clamp for here. We'll run this one. Let's see if it's going to tighten down enough. It's a good quality, not a new one, it's a good quality clamp. Just make sure it'll tighten down enough. I think it will. This should be 5/16 hose. Let's see what they got on here. Tell. Let's see. It's 5/16. Oh, we were going to run this for a second. Y'all didn't remind me. Alright, I'm going to have to go get the key for the mule. I forgot to bring it in here. Alright, we got the key. Let's put this down here. Run that right there. That fuel pump needs to be tie wrapped or something. It's just dangling. Oh, I don't have my gas tank hooked up. So let's hook up the gas tank. Hooked up the fuel line, but the fuel line's not hooked up to the gas tank. So I would guess that's an important step. It's got a hand primer on it. Looks like we can just hand primer it through the pump. No, maybe not. All right, let's turn it on. See if the pump will pump it through. Yeah, we're pumping gas. Let that run a minute. That should be good. And we'll put the clamp on. Throw that on there. this needs to be, something needs to be done with this fuel pump. You've got it on a little bolt here. This is not good though. That's how they had it. All that clamp's got. I have to find a better clamp. Let's grab the one off the fuel tank. No, we don't want that one. Let me look for a clamp real quick. Alright, I've got a good fuel injection clamp here. Hard to get to it. I guess I could have flipped it over. That would have been easier to get to then. But I wanted to put that one here. I've got 3 other clamps that are not that great. I'll have to go get some new clamps. But we'll put the best one right here. That way, that's on the pressure side. Try that. Get this can of gas out of here. It's a nice rusty color. And put another not so good clamp over on the, it's okay, they're just they're cheapies that were on this thing, and we're not wanting to tighten down straight, or we're wanting to kind of go out of shape. I want to stay round. I think it's working good right here though. Yeah, that worked well. Alright, so let's check for fuel leaks. This, I don't know, this hose, it's 5/16, but it feels big. I don't know if it's swelled, but let's see if we've got any leaks here. Turn the fuel pump on. Yep, we have got leaks. So let's see if we can tighten that clamp down. Might need to replace that piece of hose. It doesn't seem like it's old or anything, but man, it just seems. Just tighten on this clamp a little bit and see if it. I think that got it. We're dripping. Where are we dripping? I think it's, yeah, it's still coming out here. Alright, I don't see any more drips. Let's see if it'll crank up. No choke. Alright, maybe we need choke. Choked, I think. All the way out should be unchoked. I just adjusted it 2.5 turns out on the idle mixture, and it's sounding pretty good right now. I'll probably leave it about like that and run it a little bit. That exhaust is hitting right up against the bed. Much of a thud now. Alright, I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to hook that back up, and then we'll let it run a little while. But it runs now. There's our tank. We'll throw this in the back of the bed. Sounds pretty good. All right, a few hours later, and I went ahead and changed the oil. I did not film that. I was trying to rush through it. It smelled just, I don't think there was gas in it. It kind of smelled like old gas. And so I went ahead and just picked up a filter and changed the oil. So we got the carb on. We're going to need to do some routing with this fuel line, and I'm just going to stick this in the bed for now so I can still move this thing around. But it is starting up and running great. So I'm going to put this in the bed, and then it'll be good to move around. And it idles. It's cold right now. Well, I'm going to have to adjust the mixture screw, I guess, a little bit. See if I got something to get in there. I can get in there with these. Oh, there we go. Perfect. We might need to adjust the stuff too. Well, let me mess with this a little bit. You'll probably get motion sickness. We're gonna need to see if they bypass the fuel pump relay. I'm gonna say they did. These wires probably go to the ignition switch, and we should look into maybe hooking up the fuel pump relay again. So anyway, I think we're going to call that good for now. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, hit the like button, and subscribe for more.